Hi, my name is Ruth Rivera, and I'll be presenting on how the picture perfect family doesn't exist. I do apologize if I don't sound energetic, if I don't sound super happy, if I sound a little congested. I did just get the vaccine yesterday, and I am not feeling well, but I'm gonna pull through for this presentation. Okay, so to begin, I do have some pre-questions for you. The first being is, without searching the internet, what does the word family mean to you? The second, without searching the internet, how do you view the picture perfect American family? The third is, do you believe the picture perfect American family exists? The fourth is, are your parents together or separated? Do you have step parents? Do you have step siblings? The fifth is, what qualities do you feel are important for families to have? The sixth is, do you feel that your family has an emotionally strong bond? The seventh is, if you were to have your own family in the future, how do you think it'll look? And the last question being is, how would you describe the modern family? Okay, so to begin, the evolution of families. In the 1950s, a family was portrayed as two parents, marriage first, then children, one breadwinner, which is usually the father, and then one homemaker, which is usually the mother. A few decades ago, getting a divorce was looked down upon. As stated in the article, presidential candidates did not win or did not run because they had previously got a divorce and were remarried. Okay, and as I just said, in this picture perfect family view, there is no divorce. It is looked down upon if your child has gotten pregnant out of wedlock, and families have no flaws. They're just perfect. Whatever you see is whatever they are. And yeah, so now in the 21st century, we see many different kinds of families. There are families with single parents, there are families with step parents and step siblings, there are families with two working parents. Some individuals have two separate families, their mom's family and their dad's family, and that is just what a 21st century family is. Okay, so now I have three pictures for you of three different families. The first is a family from the 1950s, the second is a family from the 2000s, and then the third is a family from the 21st century. I portray the first image as being a grandpa and a grandma on the far left, and then the wife and the husband in the center, and then their four kids along the picture. Without counting the grandma and the grandpa, this is a family of six, which is a pretty large family. You don't usually see families of six in the 21st century. You do, but not as common. As opposed to in the 1950s, this was just very common having large families. So then going to the family in the middle from the 2000s, it is still a large family, a family of five, very similar to the 1950s family, but as the years pass, you will see that families decrease in size. And then we have the family from the 21st century, which is just a mother and her child, which is pretty typical of families nowadays. It is just a single mom or single dad with their children. Okay, so moving on to my next slide, which is about the modern family, also known as the 21st century family. One way the modern family can be described as is families with strong emotional connections. Your family should help you achieve personal growth and personal development. People have accepted the diversities within the concept known as family, although there are still some families that are not widely accepted by society. For example, LGBTQ families are not widely accepted by everyone as a modern family. Although at the pace that families keep changing, hopefully in a few years, as a whole, society will be able to accept LGBTQ families. So on the right, I have a picture of The Modern Family, which is a TV show. And there's no pun intended, or maybe a little bit, but the reason why I put this picture here is because I feel that this describes perfectly what the article is talking about and overall a modern family. We see same-sex couples, we see adoption, we see mixed race couples, and overall this really relates to how 21st century families are because they are so diverse, they are so unique. There is no perfect American family no more, and this is the new modern. Okay, now that you have read the article and watched this presentation, answer these post questions. 1. Do you not believe that there is a picture perfect American family? 2. What are two differences you see between families from the 1950s, 2000s, and a family from the 21st century? Do you believe your family helps you achieve personal growth? What are other factors besides the ones mentioned in the article and this presentation do you think are important for modern families to have? What type of modern family do you have? For example, do you have a single parent household, a step parent and step sibling household, or a two parent household? What other types of families that were not mentioned do you think are present in the 21st century? And who in your family would you describe as your rock? Okay, so now there's going to be a short quiz about the presentation and the article. There's 5 questions and they are multiple choice. The first question is, which best describes the picture perfect American family? The second question is, what qualities does a modern family have? The third question is, which of the following is described as a modern family? There is more than one answer. The fourth question is, does the picture perfect American family exist in the 21st century? And the fifth question is, what is a family today? Okay, so now there is a short activity to conclude this presentation. The instructions are to create a family tree beginning with your parents. Include images of your parents, yourself, your siblings, nieces, and or nephews in order to show us how diverse and unique your family is. Then write a short summary describing how you think your family fits the modern family view. So this tree on the right would describe my family perfectly because I am a single parent household family. It is my mom and my brother and myself. So I have a small little family just like the one in the tree, and I can't wait to see the family trees you guys come up with.